श्री अद्वैत गदाधर शिवासदि गौरभक्तवृंदा श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंदा श्री अद्वैत गदाधर शिवासदि गौरभक्तवृंदा श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंदा श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासदि गौरभक्तवृंदा Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Gaurachandra Gopinath Prabhu. Gaurachandra Prabhu.
Hare Krishna, Dandas Pranam.
Pravalochana Prabhu, are we ready?
Prabhuji, yes, Prabhuji. I started the live streaming, Prabhuji. You can go ahead.
Okay. Hare Krishna devotees, we are very, very fortunate to have His Grace Gaurachandra Gopinath Prabhu today to enlighten us, Srila Prabhupada Lilamruta. I know this is one of the dear most service for him. We can see today how nicely he's, taking us to Srila Prabhupada. So over to you, Prabhu. Thank you. Hare Krishna.
Omagyanatimirandasya Jnananjanashalaakaya Chakshurunmilitam Yena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha Shri Chaitanya Manobhishtam Shapitam Yena Bhutale Swayam Rupa Kadamagyam Tadati Swapatantikam Vandegam Shri Guru Shri Udapatakamalam Shri Guru Vaishnavam Cha Shri Rupam Sagrajadam Sagana Raghunathanvitam Tam Sajivam Sadvaitam Savadudam Parijana Sakitam Krishna Chaitanya Devam Shri Radha Krishna Padan Sagana Lalita Shri Vishakhanvitam Cha Namo Vishnu Padaya Krishna Prasthaya Bhutale Srimade Bhakti Vedanta Swami Dinamine Namaste Saraswati Deve Gauravani Pracharine Nirvishesha Shunyavadi Pashyate Deshadarine Mahavadanyaya Krishna Prema Pradayate Krishnaya Krishna Chaitanya Namine Gauratise Namaha He Krishna Karuna Sindhu Dinabandhu Jagatpate Gopesha Gopika Kanta Radha Kanta Namosute Tapta Kanjana Gaurangi Radhe Vrindavaneshwari Vrishabhanu Sude Devi Pranamami Hari Priye Vancha Kalpatarubhasya Kripa Sindhu Vevacha Padithanam Pavanebhyo Vaishnavebhyo Namo Namah Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Shri Vasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare Mukam karoti vachalam pangum langayate girim yatkripa tamaham vande Shri Guru Dinadarinam Paramananda Madhavam Sri Chaitanya Ishwaram Harihi Om Tat Sat. Hare Krishna. I seek blessings, those who are assembled here. Sankarshan Priya Prabhu, Prasadeshwar Prabhu, Damai Prabhu, Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna Rani Mataji, Ravilochan Prabhu. I don't know who is RG. Shailaja Mataji, Sunirmala Prabhu, Hare Krishna. Putra Mataji, Hare Krishna. Dandavats Pranam. Please bless me so that I'll be able to speak relevant today. I didn't have much time to prepare, to be honest. So I had done this PPTs earlier, so I'm just going to run through some of the PPTs like that. So I'll be starting from volume 1. Is that right, Prabhu? Childhood pastimes.
Yes, Prabhu. Yes, Prabhu.
So it's a wonderful read again, multiple times. It's wonderful to read Srila Prabhupada Lilamruta. Most of you know already, but still it is a lot of purification. For my own purification, I'd like to speak today. So in this beginning of it, Srila Prabhupada quote was given. We would be sleeping and father would be doing aarti. Ding, ding, ding. We would hear the bell and wake up and see him bowing down before Krishna. So Prabhupada remembers his father, and Prabhupada said most of the time, I learned many of the things from my father. Only book distribution is what I learned from my guru. So that way Prabhupada is to say that, he had many things learned from him. So let me switch to PPT. Just give me a second. Let me know if you're able to see my screen and also able to hear. So Prabhupada has been glorified.
Not yet, Prabhu. Screen. Yeah, coming. Yes. Able to hear. Yes.
Now, a simple video about Prabhupada, about how the different leaders glorify him. After that, I'll start with the...
श्रील भक्ति वेदांत स्वामी प्रभुपाद जी ने तो खुद को भगवद गीता के लिए समर्पित कर दिया।
His divine grace that Srila Prabhupada founded the International Society for Krishna Consciousness. And what an extraordinary man he was. At the age of 70, he traveled by ship from India to Boston, suffering 2 heart attacks on the way. He arrived in America alone and penniless.
Bhaktivedanta Swami Prabhupada, he borrowed some money from someone, insisted a lady to get him a ticket in the boat, in a ship, stays in someone's basement in the cold winter.
But he created this global mission, traveling the world to spread his message.
Srila Prabhupada ji, during his lifetime, he contributed tremendously in spreading this culture, eternal message of humanity, which is the blessings, which is the teachings of Bhagavad Gita.
हर प्रकार की चुनौतियों का सामना करते हुए उन्होंने इस्कॉन जैसा एक अभियान छेड़ा जो आज भगवान श्री कृष्ण के दिखाए मार्ग से दुनिया को परिचित कराने में जुटा हुआ है।
And look at it today, active in 100 countries with 650 temples, centers, schools and colleges. And here's the best number of all, helping to serve 1.2 million free meals to poor children in India every single day.
All this started by a man who is in his late 70s, remember. One goal and idea. But my master, my teacher told me, take the message of Lord Krishna around the world.
It's impossible to fully describe the innumerable spiritual truths gifted to us by Sri Bhaktivedanta Swami Prabhupada.
श्रीला प्रभुपादा जी का ये सपना था कि देश विदेश में भगवान श्री कृष्ण का संकीर्तन हो, हरि नाम संकीर्तन हो हर जगह, जिसे आप सब devotees like a wildfire, you're all spreading this beautiful message of our Guru, Srila Prabhupada, all over the world, which is really remarkable.
Srila Prabhupada taught us this simple truth. Just love God. just love Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Srila Bhaktivedanta Swami Prabhupada ki jai.
Okay, so with that introduction from the other leaders, how they are inspired. Many leaders are inspired from Srila Prabhupada program. This slide I did talk about it just before starting this Prabhupada Lilamruta, just to establish, because any Acharya who comes, it should be mentioned. Some of the time people will ask, Prabhu, how do you know Prabhupada is Jagat Guru? They're asking some quotes. At least we know incarnation, Ramanujacharya, Madhvacharya. There are some references in Shastras saying he's an Acharya who will come and help us. So like that, we also need to have Shastra Praman for Srila Prabhupada. How do you say that he's Jagat Guru? Or how do you know that Prabhupada is, mentioned in Shastras? Because we all go by Sadhu Shastra. So we need to have some evidences. So these are the evidences from some of the Puranas, some of the examples where we can tell that it's clearly Srila Prabhupada is an Acharya who incarnated only for this, to spread this ISKCON movement, to this propagate this Krishna conscious movement. So there is one Tiruvaimoli. Recently, I think our brahmacharis all gone to trip. They all went to this place where Nammalvar birthplace in Tirunelveli. So Nammalvar is considered, out of this 12 alvars, is the topmost alvar. And he is considered as Lord himself incarnated. And generally what happens is when alvars go around the temple, then they glorify the Lord. Whichever temple they went and glorified, they sang song, that temple became famous. I mean, they're included in 108 Divyadesham. This alvar is the only person who never went anywhere outside his place. He stayed in Tirunelveli only, under the tamarind tree. And he invited all the lordships to come. So they all came. He, from sitting here one place, he would glorify all the temples. So he is extraordinary, exceptional alvar. And he wrote, out of this Nalayara Divya Prabandham, he wrote one thing called Thiruvaimoli. That is his composition of all the temples, Divyadesham, sitting in one place. Generally, alvars go around, they glorify that particular place, and that temple is called Divyadesham. But this alvar, sitting in one place, tamarind tree, he glorified, all the lordships came to get his glorification. So that's why Nammalvar is considered as the, among all the alvars, is the considered as the topmost. And he wrote in the Divya Prabandham. So he says that Kaliyum Kodum Kandu Konmin Kadalvannan. 1 second. Kaliyum Kodum Kandu Konmin Kadalvannan Bodhangal Manmel Malia Pugundu Isaipaadi Adi Ulidara Kando. Means, is in Tamil he says, what it means is that in Kali Yuga, the Yamadharma Raja will not have any work. You know why? He is out of job. Recession is going on. He is jobless now. In Kali Yuga, see, Yamaraja also can be jobless, not only human beings. So he says that it ceases to exist in Kali Yuga. Yamadharma will not have his job. That's because there is increasing number of Lord Vishnu's devotees singing his names while dancing and playing kartals. Musical instrument means kartal. So people will come out. Nama Sankirtan. See, unless after Mahaprabhu only, the Nama Sankirtan coming out, and there are a lot of saints always they sing bhajan, but nobody has come out openly and doing Nama Sankirtan in the street. That's only Chaitanya Mahaprabhu started. And after that, it is taken all over the world only by Srila Prabhupada. There is no other person who has done it. So anywhere you see people coming out chanting Hare Krishna Mahamantra, dancing with a musical instrument, then they all go back to Godhead and Yama will not have. So this is a prediction in Tiruvaimoli. These are written in 5th centuries, 6th centuries. Now we are in 21st century. So this is what is the prediction by Nammalvar. Then in Narada Rishi, there is a Bhakti and Narada Rishi, Bhakti Devi, they are having conversation. That has been recorded in Uttarakhand of Bhatma Purana 194.57. Idam sthanam pratyajya videsham gamyate maya. So Bhakti Dev is telling, Idam sthanam, I'll leave this place. Bhakti is birthplace of Bhakti is here in India. And Bhakti on her own doesn't go out. Bhakti doesn't, what is it? You cannot Bhakti. You can get only through a Bhakta. And she's independent. And there is no reason why somebody got Bhakti, somebody's not got Bhakti. You can't question. So she's independent. Second thing, Bhakti can be passed on to other person through a Bhakta only. Without Bhakta, Bhakti will not go anywhere. So when she says that, when she says that, Idam sthanam parityaja, I will leave this place, means somebody needs to take her Bhakti. And Videsham, abroad. Now we are all fantasy about going abroad. So she is also telling Bhakti Devi, I'll go abroad, I'm leave India, I'll go abroad. She predicts that's because she knew that pure devotee of Srila Prabhupada going to carry Bhakti in his heart to all over the world, and she's having this conversation. So that we know that Bhakti is going abroad. In those days, any sannyasi, they will not cross the ocean. Even there are some Shivaishnavas nowadays, anybody who is crossed the ocean, he may be a big Jier or any other person, he will not be allowed to enter into the Garbhagriha, either it is a Udupi Krishna temple or in anywhere in Sri Sampradaya. Let's say there is one Acharya, like exceptional, like Prabhupada, who crossed the ocean still preaching all over the world. There are few Vaishnavas still do that, bona fide Sampradaya, but they don't go in the Garbhagudi, they don't do that Abhishek and other Punar Puja, because once person is crossed the ocean and you're not supposed to cross. That's how. But Prabhupada Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati broke open this concept and he sent his disciples to preach all over the world. So that is there, but still there are few sampradaya, still any Acharya who's Acharya now, I think there is particular Acharya who's taking care of the mutt in Udupi. If he's traveled abroad, crossed the ocean, then even though his disciple might do that other things, he may not do so. But Srila Prabhupada and Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati was pioneering this. Now everybody is following Srila Prabhupada's footsteps. So for them, it is preaching is important. Then all these rules and regulations. So we know that Bhakti is traveled definitely. And there is another conversation happens between all the rivers. So when Krishna went back to Goloka Vrindavan, winding up his pastime, all the rivers said, Gangai, Chaimane, Narmada, Govardhan, Narmada, Sindhu, Kaveri. So all these rivers came and they said, complained to Krishna, Krishna, what is this? You're leaving now. And what will happen to us? Since you are there, you are playing in water sinners, then all our papas were clear, because many people come and they deposit their sins. We will not be able to tolerate their sins. And, what is the solution for us? What should we do? What is our next course of action? So Bhagirathi Uvacha, He Nata Ramana Shresthaye Shri Golokam Uttamam Ashmakam Ka Gatis Chatra Bhavishyati Kalau Yuge. What should we do in Kali Yuga? Shri Bhagavan Uvacha, Kale Pancha Shastrani Varshani Tista Bhutale Papani Papinyo Yanti Tubhyam Tashyanti Snanata. So he's telling you remain in another 5,000 years. Golden period of Kali Yuga will come. In the golden age, Srila Prabhupada, like a pure devotees will come. They will take bath in your river. Then all our sins will be washed away. So don't worry. Be there for another 5,000 years. So all these things slowly, let it be Govardhan, let it be Vrajabhumi, let it be this holy rivers. They all will slowly, gradually, as the Kali Yuga progress, they will go inside. In separation because of separation of Krishna. But Krishna has given a benediction that at least another 5,000 years, we can see these holy places and Vaishnava still there. And these holy rivers will be there to protect us. It's also predicted, O Ganga, then there will be many devotees worshipping me by my mantra, and merely by their touch, glance, and bathing, all those sins will be immediately burned. So this is the conversation between Krishna, and Krishna predicted that there will be pure devotees who are chanting my mantra, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. They will come. They'll purify you. So this is another evidence from Padma Purana, I guess, this conversation. I need to find out that it is confirmed that there are devotees who will come. So where are they coming? Who made this all this possible? There's only Srila Prabhupada. And of course, in Chaitanya Bhagavat, it is predicted in Antilila 4.1.26. Prithvi, every town and village, the world, the chanting of my names will be heard. And also it is predicted Mora Senadvi Bhaktya Aibe Tataya. So the entire Nama Sankirtan will be spread by Senadvi Bhakta. Taking the sharp sword of the congregational chanting of the holy name, I will root out and destroy the demonic mentality in the hearts of the conditioned soul. If some sinful people escape and giving up a religious principle go to far off countries, then my commander-in-chief, Chanadipati Bhakta, will appear to chase them and distribute Krishna consciousness. How amazing it is. Like one time, you can't escape from Krishna consciousness. Prabhupada established such a places. You go look and, anywhere you go, there is a ISKCON. There is a devotees who are chanting. See, there is the coldest place in Norway, the topmost north you can see in the Europe, Sweden or Norway, I don't know. So one place, then one devotee thought, okay, I'm going, there's nobody will be there. There's a remote place. Most of the time, only 2 hours you get a sunlight, or 6 months you don't get a sunlight. And summer only 6 months you get a sunlight. And sometimes it is only 2 hours you get a sunlight. Very depressing place. You see, nobody will be there. And to his surprise, there are devotees who's chanting there. You go anywhere, any part of the world, nook and corner, there are devotees in the forest, jungle, forest. One time, Srila Prabhupada was going touring South Africa or Africa. I don't know which place. These places Prabhupada never went. He just was going, and sometime there is one person shouted and stopped Prabhupada the vehicle. And he came and paid obeisances, and his wife also came. And they were all having Kantimala and chanting. Prabhupada said, I never visited here. How are you chanting and reading? How do you came to know about Krishna conscious? They said, we went to one town and that day we got your books. And simply by touching Prabhupada books, simply by reading Srila Prabhupada books, many people started following. And even before Prabhupada and Gaurachandra going, many of the time Prabhupada would cry, seeing Gaurachandra, they are manifested even before Srila Prabhupada going and establishing. Prabhupada will go after 4 or 5 years to the particular center or new place. But even before he goes there, Gaurachandra will be there, people will be chanting Hare Krishna Mantra. That is the potential of Srila Prabhupada books. Just by reading one page, even one paragraph, people have become devotees. That's the emphasis of Jagat Guru. Jagat Guru means like Ramanujacharya, when he was there, even Krishna would surprise. I spoke Bhagavad Gita, for many people, and nobody has become that many devotees. But Ramanujacharya, how is that possible? You could be able to preach thousands of people and you're converting like it. Please teach me. I want to become your Shishya. So that's the potential of this Acharya. So similarly, Prabhupada, just by, getting his Vani association or just by reading his books, many transformation happen. I don't need to tell the Sankirtan story. It is volume. Anybody who got this book, Time Bomb, they all become devotees. That shows the power of the pure devotee and the Shastric references. And also we know that Prabhupada has traveled from the capital of devotion, where the Vrindavan, to capital of the most degraded place in America. So Prabhupada is determined to go from the, peaceful, the highest place in the entire universe, Goloka Vrindavan. Vrindavan, beautiful place, Govardhan, Radha Kund, Sham Kund, Radha Damodar temple. Prabhupada is say Radha Damodar temple is the center of the entire universe. So he is sitting in the powerhouse, the power place, and he just going to the most degraded place in the earth and to preach this cult. And Prabhupada was 70 plus years, no money. Recently, I went on a yatra, to Kashi and other places. I just came back. And I have to plan so many things. I have to ask somebody, where is that hotel accommodation? People needs to, before I'm going, booked everything, arranged for prasadam and things like that. And imagine, like, you don't have all any money. Okay, from your house, you have to go to the temple. That's all. The simple challenge is that you don't have any money, but you have to figure it out how you go from your house to temple. Do you think we all will be able to make it? Even one day you want to go out, there is no money, you want to go to temple within the Bangalore, which we are used to it. And imagine a foreign place where there is no money. He doesn't know nobody. Somebody will pick up or not. We don't know. He wrote a letter, but he doesn't know he will turn up or not. And that place is very far away from this place where he's going to land in Boston. Prabhupada, absolutely no clue. And I have to work out a lot of details before going my yatra. Where do I stay? What is the places? YouTube channel, look at it. What is it I'm going to do? Who is going to meet it? What time I'm going to meet? When I travel? Everything was detailed, pakka. Still, I had a lot of difficulties and, family is complaining about it. So that way, imagine at that to 70 plus year age with luggage, going on with no money, no plan, no strategy, not knowing the place, and nobody's there to help. At least India, we are comfortable. Bangalore, we are comfortable. We can still, you can go without money from temple to or house to temple. But imagine a faraway place, no, nothing, and we are given you have to go to that and preach and stay. No contact, living in the Bauri, the worst place ever. Anybody can go and live. Then time counterculture is happening. People are rejecting the religion and they are following counterculture. There is no counterculture, breaking our four regulative principle. And you have to preach to those target audience. Who is the target audience? People, very young people who are rejecting the older generation, older tradition, and to whom he has to preach. My God. This is, we can't comprehend this. And many of times the Bhakti Charaswami Maharaj was giving one day lecture. You can't understand this, he said, because just by reading Lilamruta, you can't just understand this, what Prabhupada has gone through. When you become 70, when you become 80, then your body is not cooperating, even you're not able to get up. That time you realize some of things you can just by hearing it, you can slightly understand. But whatever Prabhupada has undergone at the age of 70, some of you are 70, then you will understand what it means, or you would have seen your father, mother, or relative who are at 70, how much struggle they go through with this body. Then you will understand what kind of, at this age of 70, at this condition, going around the globe 14 times in 11 years, 108 temple, writing 147 volumes of books, making more than 10,000 disciples. You can't understand this. This definitely, we can get some glimpse of what it is. But unless we experience that age, that situation, you will not be able to comprehend what Prabhupada has done. It is very, very difficult to comprehend what Prabhupada has done. That's what Bhakti Charu Maharaj said, because they knew when they were at 60s, 70s, how much preaching is a headache. A simple program, even we want to go to Sunday program, and Narare Prabhu used to call many of us, hey, why don't you come and preach? Still, we have to put a schedule, force the people to come to help them in preaching. We are comfortable, right? We know house, where the temple it is, what program it is, everything we know. There is Sunday set of people will come. We just need to go and coordinate. For that, there are so many excuses. So many times we will say, I can't go, Prabhu, I have that, this, so many excuses. But here, a person who is at the age of 70, doesn't know the place, doesn't know the money, is trying to achieve something that we can't comprehend. Definitely, we will not be able to understand what Srila Prabhupada has done. That only that age, at the level of volume, when you do preaching, then you will definitely know how difficult it is. At least some glimpse we can get from our experiences, what we're trying to preach. Nothing whatsoever. People doesn't come on time. That is not there. This is not there. We get so much annoyed by that. But look at this Prabhupada. How much he has sacrificed. Definitely, I'm not able to comprehend. I'm not able, but I can read simply this what Prabhupada done at the age of 70. But really comprehend what he has done at this age is only, I don't know how much percentage we can all realize. Maybe you all can, but I can't definitely. So let me start with episode 1. This I read childhood pastimes of Srila Prabhupada. And definitely Prabhupada said many a times, many places, I learned all the ABCD of Krishna consciousness from my father. There is nothing my father did not teach me. The only thing my Guru Maharaj taught is how to distribute books, how to preach, go to abroad and distribute books, printing books. That's only aspect of devotional service he learned from Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Thakur. rest of the things, how a Vaishnava should behave, how should worship, how to lead a life, how to take care of my family, how devotional service one should be engaged, the sadhus every day, how to live a balance between life and work-life balance, family management, if you don't like your wife, how to behave. Everything is taught by his father, Gaur Mohan De. So these are something, that's why we always say Vaishnavas, they're born in a very cultured family where they get right from the beginning everything. So it is very important that we preserve this culture as a parent. Also, how to do art of parenting, we can learn from Gaur Mohan De. Somebody wants to know Prabhu art of parenting, you can read life history of Gaur Mohan De, how he helped the team, family, how he was focused on devotion service and things like that. So Prabhupada would, and he was very young age, how he helped him to do Ratha Yatra, big festival happened, and it has become so festival, he thought it's a kid's play, but started complaining at the neighbors, why didn't you invite, you had Ratha Yatra, big festival, looks like there is a big festival, and like that, and Prabhupada, how he helped him to construct a Ratha and things like that. So he had a very vibrant childhood days. Quick biodata of Srila Prabhupada, if somebody wants to know about it. His nickname is Abhay Charan De Nandulal, like that. His complete name is Abhay Charanaravindra, see Bhakti Vedanta, which is Abhay Charanaravindra, Bhakti Vedanta Swami, Srila Prabhupada. And date of birth is 1st September 1896 as per the calendar. Birthplace is Tolikunch suburb in Kolkata. And date of death is 14 November 77 as per the calendar. He was 81 years at the time of his go. His zodiac sign is Virgo, and he is born in Kolkata. We all know. School he studied at the Harrison Road in Kolkata, and college he studied in Scottish Church College. Family is Gaur Mohan De, his father. Mother is Rajini De, and brother is Krishna Charan. In the picture you can see, I don't know, I'll zoom it out. So this is Srila Prabhupada. Left is wife of Radharani. Prabhupada, this Prayagraj is sitting in his lap, and this Prabhupada is holding his son. His father Gaur Mohan De is sitting in the mid. In the mid, whose elderly person sitting is Gaur Mohan De. His nephew Tulasi is standing backside of Gaur Mohan De, and his sister Rajeshwari with his daughter. So this is right hand side to Gaur Mohan De, is the Rajeshwari, sister Rajeshwari, and his brother Krishna Charan standing in the rightmost top corner is his brother. This is Srila Prabhupada family photos graph taken, and this is Bhavadharani, wonderful sister. We know a lot of her pastimes. As we progress, we can read from her how much love she had. And Prabhupada is to have very good funny relationship with her as well. A lot of we see pastimes of her later. Wonderful devotee. So with this, I'll directly take you to the birthplace of Srila Prabhupada, Tolikunch. It's a wonderful place under the. This is the place of mother's place. It is not father's place, Gaur Mohan De's place. This is where Prabhupada's mother's place, and she was gone for delivery. And after Krishna, we all know that next day of Janmashtami, Prabhupada is born. So let us have this wonderful place. Recently,
Prabhuji, I think that visibility is not there.
Yeah, I have not played it.
Okay,
I'll be playing it.
Sure. Thank you.
So this is the place where I visited when it was during COVID times, when I was in Calcutta. So it's a recently acquired place, because this was for quite some time they're trying to get Prabhupada birthplace, but this materialized 2-3 years ago. And there is a temporary place, and they have constructed. And I also went to that temple. Beautiful temple is there where Prabhupada was taken after his birth. Next to that road there is a Vishnu temple where Prabhupada was taken. So it's a wonderful place. You can have a video, look at it, then we'll continue. This picture was taken before ISKCON acquired. Now, if you go, it will not be placed like this. The jackfruit tree will be in the center, and around all these balls and all gone. All this was private property previously, but somehow we could able to gain and get it after long struggle. So if you go now, it will be a proper temple with shade, and this jackfruit tree will be in the front. So these were taken much many years ago. So this place is just 100 meters from Prabhupada's house, but it's very difficult to locate. It's inside. It's of course in the same road, but I find it difficult, and somehow I could able to go. Many of them don't know about this temple because they don't connect with Prabhupada. But yeah, this temple is still there. Wonderful temple where a little bit maintenance is not there, but still the temple is still operational. So you can go and have Radha Madan Mohan Darshan, where Srila Prabhupada was taken once his birth. Then after that, we all know Prabhupada has came back to his father place, Govinda Bhavan, where Prabhupada is to stay. And we all know this Radha Govindji was Prabhupada's favorite deities, and is always used to, before going to the school, worship them, have his connection, his Krishna conscious connection happened. So it's always advisable. So when the kids have the nearby, their livelihood around the temple, so it's always, they have a good memories every day going to the temple. Because when I remember when I was in childhood, compulsorily my mother makes me to go to temple. It's even though it's a demigod temple, And every day I have to go to the temple, worship them, and come back. Then I'll have a breakfast. So establishing this kind of that's possible when we live around the temple. I know still there are a lot of devotees and their kids who are staying nearby. They come, the kids will come every day, darshan, they'll go. So these memories maybe looks very simple activities, but it stays for long in their memories. And when I went, and my memory is still fresh in those temples when I went every day to worship the demigods and come back. So that way, this Sanskriti, the environment which we're going to give, that's going to make them devotees. And we can't just overnight expect them to become devotees. So like that, so Prabhupada had very beautiful memories from Radha Govindji, how we used to go and worship them. And the topmost right corner, you see the school, Mutilal Seal School, MG Road, Kolkata. Then the bottommost right corner is what you see, Scottish Church of College. This is the place where Prabhupada has gone to college. Unfortunately, I couldn't able to go to Govinda Bhavan last time. Probably whenever Prabhupada permits, I want to visit this Tirtha place again. And so this is the Radha Govind temple. Prabhupada is to go very lovingly to this place. So let us see this. And after that, we will start Srila Prabhupada, Lilamruta, if still time permits. Otherwise, next speaker can speak.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Welcome to this session with the Gauriya Treasures of Bengal. So today we have arrived at a very special place. We have arrived at Sri Radha Govinda Devji temple. Now this temple is situated in the Barabazar area of North Kolkata. This is the temple where Srila Prabhupada used to visit very frequently during his childhood days. He used to visit this temple along with his sister Bhagavatarini Devi. And Srila Prabhupada reveals, Abhay Charanavinda Bhaktivedanta Swami Prabhupada reveals in one of his later conversations that Sri Radha Govinda Devji was his inspiration of his spiritual life. Prabhupada was brought up over here in this part of the city, and Sri Gaurmon Dev, Prabhupada's father, had rented a small house just opposite to this temple at Govinda Bhavan. Even Prabhupada's school, Sri Motilal Seal School, is a stone's throw from this place. So this is a very special place, a very exalted place. So we consider ourselves very fortunate to have been able to visit this sacred place and smear our sinful bodies with the dust of this holy dham.
Okay. So, and we are actually starting with the Lilamruta now. So this astrologers predicted when Srila Prabhupada born, he would cross 70, after 70 he would cross the ocean. He would preach the Bhakti cult and open 109 temples. It was astrologer prediction the next day in the Tolikunj when they predicted his thing. And his father was stayed in 151 Harrison Road, cloth merchant, Swarna Mullak family. This is about his family background. Again, we saw the Radha Govind temple. So Prabhupada remembers his wonderful pastime in this Radha Govind temple. I used to ride on the same perambulator with Siddheshwar Mullik. He used to call me Moti, Pearl, and his nickname was Subidhi. And the servant pushed us together. If one day this friend did not see me, he would become mad. He would not go in the promulator with me. He would not separate even for a moment. So Prabhupada is remembering how school days his servant would take them to the school and they all go to Radha Govind take darshan. I can remember standing at the doorway of Radha Govind temple, saying prayers to Radha Govinda Murti. I would watch for hours together. The deity was so beautiful with his slanted eyes. When Abhay was 1.5 years old, so this famous pastime you all know, how the Dr. Bose is a family physician, whom with Srila Prabhupada later opened pharmacy and other stuff. So when he was fell sick, typhoid, and he advised this only through cure him is that chicken soup. There is nothing else can save him. Abhay Charan did not accept for it. But finally, Bo said, I will cook and bring it. You don't need to give. Otherwise, he's not going to survive. So, but half-heartedly, Abhay Charan, Gaur Mohan, they accepted it. But as soon as he gave, Prabhupada vomited that. So he was a pure Vaishnava. So he knew that, my son will be protected by his deities only. So he gave Charnamir and left to the deities to protect him. So like that, if we from the childhood, we can see Srila Prabhupada following his 4 regulative principle. One time Srila Prabhupada was asked his disciple, have you ever broken any 4 regulative principle? Prabhupada said, right from my childhood, I never knew any single instances where I broke my 4 regulative principle. For me, I came to Krishna consciousness a little later, so some of the regulative principle I were not following before. But the pure Vaishnavas are not like that. By birth, somehow they've been put into that situation. So there is one day when Prabhupada was playing, somehow or some fatal happened, some fire got caught. But nobody knew. Suddenly there is one person came. He protected Srila Prabhupada and he went away. And nobody has seen that person before. And none of them are aware of it. So when Abhay was 3, this narrowly escaped fatal burning. Otherwise, Prabhupada would have burned. But there is always, people protecting Srila Prabhupada. So then what happened is 1900, there was a plague in Calcutta. So it was spreading like anything. And every doctor tried, and like COVID, initial days of COVID, there is no medication. They said nothing can be done. So then there is one Babaji who came out and saying that by chanting Hare Krishna Mahamantra, by doing Harinam Mantra, this plague will go. So he started going door to door, started singing Hare Krishna Mahamantra. So I don't know how much COVID we are also allowed to go and sing Hare Krishna Mahamantra, but at least with Zoom we tried to reach many people. But those days they still allowed people to go on Harinam. So Prabhupada would be very inspired, even though he's a Babaji. And he saw, oh, this is very nice Kirtan, and Prabhupada is to join. And that way they mitigated this plague by chanting Hare Krishna Mahamantra. And this is another example of how parenting should be done. Gaur Mohan De knew his son is very special. Srila Prabhupada has been predicted he will be a very pet, very close to him. But sometime Gaur Mohan De would also chastise his son. Then he would ask apologies. I'm sorry, I'm chastising you, but it is my duty to do it. Even Jagannath Mishra, he would chastise Chaitanya Mahaprabhu because he would do so much naughty things, pulling the legs of the people who were chanting in the water, spitting on them. The girls would be doing puja, they'll be harassed. So they all will complain Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's father, Jagannath Mishra. Then he would chastise, but he knew that he's a supreme personality of Godhead. No, he's not ordinary child. But sometimes we also need to ensure that, even though our generation, the kids have come from Goloka, so they're all special kids, but still we need to chastise, take care of them nicely, let them know about what is their duty. As a parent, we need to do that. So this is another example as how to live a work-life balance. With that, I would stop. And probably next speaker can continue from the rest of the pastimes. So Srila Prabhupada said, my father income was no more than 250 rupees, but there was no question of need. The father would buy a lot of mangoes. There was no anxiety in the family, even though little bit he earns. That was sufficient for them, and they were really happy. And there was so much mangoes you would get. Life was very simple, but there is always a plenty. He was a middle class, but every day Prabhupada father would bring 4 or 5 guests. His mother would cook, feed them sannyasis. And see, the one more good habit is inviting guests at her house, feeding them, seeking their blessings. The blessing always counts. Anybody who wants to, that's why the prayer is very powerful. Seeking blessings. It may be too external, it may look very external, but there are a lot of things. So Prabhupada, father, always whoever comes in the house, let my son become Radha's servant. Let him get Radha on his mercy. I want him to become devotee. This was the only question he asked. He would bring 4-5 Babaji sadhus every day at his house. He would feed them, and still he would take care of the family. And he would get up at little late, 7 or 8. Then he would taking bath. He will go for shopping for today's water procurement to be done. Then you are back at 10 o'clock or like that. Then he would engage in the puja. Meanwhile, his wife cooks. Then he would take lunch. Then he'll go to shop. Open his puja. Open his clothes shop around noon. Then he takes little bit break. Then again till 10 he would does the business. Then he comes back again 10 o'clock and start doing puja again. So his life main purpose of living is to do Krishna consciousness, and sideway anyhow I need to survive. So let me do some business to earn some livelihood. But it is for me at least it has become reverse. Everything is depends on office hours and so much pressure. Then sometimes if permit that to Sunday, if I'm free, then I'll be able to do some Krishna conscious activity. But it's another example of how Krishna takes care. Whatever you want to get it, it's already predestined. You don't need to struggle so much, and Krishna will provide whatever it is destined to come. So that way we can focus on our Krishna conscious with that faith. How Gaurma and they lived their life, where always he's 24/7. He was Krishna conscious. Only few hours he went to shop to take care of his family needs and things like that, and he would set an example of how one should live. Oh, these memories are still remains fresh for Srila Prabhupada. How we behave, achar is main important than prachar. When the families, it's mainly the achar works, not prachar. Prachar never works. So you don't need to do a big lectures in your family. Just achar is there, and then the entire family would follow. So Prabhupada is talking about is how his childhood was very happy, and whatever we wanted, we got it. So happy to live with this. So I would stop here. Probably it's already 8:05. For any reflection from your side, and I would request next speaker to start from the same chapter, maybe 1-2 paragraphs after that. Thank you very much. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Gaurachandra Gopinath Prabhu. Thank you for taking us to the all Prabhupada birthplaces. I think a lot of, monetarily you have saved a lot of money, but yes, it is inspiration for all of us to take us.
But please go
Yeah,
civil. It's not just in the videos, but because it's only tirthas, is the tirthas of all the tirthas. Remembering Srila Prabhupada in these places, it's wonderful.
Sure, Prabhu. Under your guidance, we'll make some tour coming days. Wonderful. Thank you for your valuable time. And more, I like that the way you present it. So nicely organized videos, collection.
I didn't last time I was doing it. I had all these things, so I just picked up this PPT. So which I have. I think for some chapters I have up to 30 chapter or something. I have. Rest I didn't make. Some of them are missing, but yeah, hopefully this time I'll try to make.
You are always there as a savior for Sankarshan Prabhu. When nobody is there, you'll call. Yesterday, I think you called a late night only, I believe. Okay, so now other devotees, any questions, comments, please unmute and ask.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji, Gaurachandra Gopinath Prabhu, Dandavat Pranam Prabhu. Thank you very much for wonderful narration of Srila Prabhupada pastime. Actually, I was discussing with Narahari Prabhu a few months back, because we completed Prabhupada Lilamruta. I was asking him what we should do. Should we continue? Or should we start Chaitanya Charitamrita, or should we do something else like that? I was taking his suggestion. So Prabhuji, that time, he made a very, very important point. What he told us was our existence of spiritual life, it's because of Srila Prabhupada. And we have to strengthen our Sambandha Jnana with Srila Prabhupada. Then our advancement in spiritual life would be valid, fast. So he suggested, please continue with the Srila Prabhupada Lilamruta. again from the beginning. Now we can do it. We have to read it again and again. We have to hear it again and again. So when we hear second time, third time, fourth time, so we will start understanding the deeper aspects and our Sambandha will be strengthened. So Prabhuji, thank you very much. I know that every time I'm coming to you with this request a little, late, but Prabhuji always, wakes up, awake until 11 o'clock, 12 o'clock, 1 o'clock in the middle of the night to prepare his presentation, and he actually, shares the nectar. Thank you, Prabhuji. Thank you very much. So, devotee, continuing.
Well said, Prabhu. Because Prabhupada, when I came to Krishna consciousness, I didn't know Prabhupada. So many years I spent. Why Prabhupada was given so importance, but unless I read Srila Prabhupada Lilamruta, my direction of devotion has changed. And it is not a one-time learning Srila Prabhupada and living like that. It is a continuous smarana of Srila Prabhupada. That's the only impetus to progress in Krishna consciousness. If somebody is not doing Prabhupada smaran, I wouldn't know how they are progressing in Krishna consciousness. I wouldn't call it as a progress in Krishna consciousness. Because what do you say? This is something integral, important, must to read, glorify Srila Prabhupada, these contributions. Otherwise, you will not be able to progress in which the regression in which we want to progress in Krishna consciousness. So this is something should not be never neglected. Srila Prabhupada Lilamruta. Could be other books you want to read. That's okay. Different Maharaj has written a lot of pastimes, but we need to be always connected with Srila Prabhupada Lilamruta. Apart from reading Chaitanya Charitamrita, Bhagavatam, that is there definitely. But if it is one part of Srila Prabhupada Lilamrita is there, rest of things have no value for me.
Thank you, Prabhu.
The nice of Srila Prabhupada. And Prabhu, what was the name of his sister? She had some nickname or something, no, Prabhu?
Pishima, something.
Pishima, yes.
Bhavatarini, right?
Yes.
Bhavata, yeah.
Pishima, yes. Thank you so much, Prabhu. As you said, the more and more we read about Prabhupada, we get more and more attached to him. Dandavat Pranam, Prabhu. Thank you so much.
Others, any questions, comments? Yeah, Prabhu.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji. Prabhuji, thank you very much, Prabhuji.
Prabhu. Hare Krishna.
Yeah, Prabhuji, and in Hare Krishna channel, now at every day at 8 o'clock, they're telecasting a cinema produced by His Holiness Bhakti Charu Swami Maharaj, Prabhuji.
A wonderful one, yeah.
It's really very nice, Prabhuji. Half an hour they play every day, Prabhuji, in night 8 o'clock. It's very nice. From the birth till it is going on. It's very interesting, Prabhuji.
It's a online, Prabhu, or video? How is it?
It's a video, Prabhuji. It's a cinema. It's like
okay. Yes. Can you share the link so that we can?
It's in a Hare Krishna channel, Prabhuji.
Hare Krishna channel.
TV. Yes, Hare Krishna channel.
Sure.
Yeah. So this is another wonderful way of parenting as well. When my kids, we were in UK, not much association. Friday is party time. We also do party. We also watch. What we watch is Srila Prabhupada, this movie. That time it was available online. Anybody can use it. Now, after that, they removed it. But this was there. So our favorite time is that Bhakti Charu Maharaj, Srila Prabhupada, the thing I put play. And we go overnight, 2 o'clock, 3 o'clock, no problem. Friday, Saturday, we'll have some snacks, prasadam, and just watch this. Or if once they're completed, then we completed Ramayana, then we completed Mahabharata. So there needs to be some way of engagement to the kids, when especially the younger kids, because they love to watch a lot of things. But we can, as a family time, we used to have, and we love those series. At least one, they learned Ramayana, other things they learned Mahabharata, other things they learned Srila Prabhupada, and still they remember this pastime. They would have not read the books, but they know this pastimes vividly. So this another way to engage parenting is that very good is that Bhakti Charu Maharaj clip, and we always look forward for Friday, and now we just have a fun time, 2 weekends and things like that. So always we used to watch these movies. Wonderful.
Hare Krishna. Anyone else? Comments, questions, realizations? Please unmute and share, please.
Oh, I think in 2019 or so, they showed the picture in PVR, Prabhupada's movie was there.
That is the other version, but this is acted by other other devotees and acted like that. But it gives a very nice. Maharaj has done very beautifully. This is I liked it. This Maharaj Bhaktichar Maharaj movie. That was they want to use Prabhupada only, and they're trying to use the clip and try to make the movie, but there's no acting as it. But this one is acted by someone else, but it was very professionally done, and we get the complete essence of Prabhupada Lilamruta and Acharyas Bhaktivinoda Thakur, Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Thakur. So,
but that is, it's available, Prabhu, still or no?
yeah, you can buy it, or you have to watch. Now they removed it publicly. It was available before. Anybody can watch it. Now it is not publicly available, but you should be able to buy this.
Mataji, now it is being telecasted, Mataji, in Hare Krishna channel. It's a free channel.
That is Bhaktichara Swami.
Same, yes, Mataji, yes.
Okay.
Now every day night, 8 o'clock, they're telecasting, Mataji.
It's on the TV, we get it, Prabhu?
TV, yes, Mataji, TV. Hare Krishna TV, you have to subscribe.
That's another YouTube channel. You can search for Hare Krishna TV.
Yes, Prabhu.
Hare Krishna, Prabhu, Dandavat Pranams. Thanks for the nice darshan of the deities and Srila Prabhupada's birthplace. Thank you so much. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
I remember one pastime, not pastime, there's one incident happened when I was there. It was almost 9 o'clock. I have to leave. I came at 7 o'clock to this Tolikunj, where Prabhupada birthplace, and that's a marathon time. I could not able to distribute books. I was feeling bad, so I don't know what to do. Then the devotees were about to leave. I have to catch the train or something. So it was almost half an hour only I had. And the class was going on. Some devotees are talking about Srila Prabhupada pastime. I was sitting. There's one girl, one Mataji came, and she approached me and said, I want Prabhupada books. I never go this side, but I saw so many devotees sitting. I want one Bhagavad Gita. Then I looked around, then I asked the temple there, because that temple was just initially done. They were also looking for books. Somewhere they kept one book. Then I could able to distribute one Srila Prabhupada book. Even you have the simple desire that you want book distribute. There is no facilities, there is nothing. Somebody would come and knock you and ask you. There's so many people, 200 people. They would have asked anyone else. Well, like that. So Prabhupada's birthplace is very, very potent. And Prabhupada's Smaran is very potent. Just pray to that. There are a lot of previous acharyas standing by you to give the mercy. It's just that how much 2 hands you can take it, they are giving in 10 hands. And it's up to us how much you can grab their mercy. With this, I would stop.
Thank you, Prabhu. Okay, so for no other comments, so we'll end with the Vaishnava Pranam. Vancha kalpatarabhyasya kripa sindhubhyasya patitana pavanebhyo vaishnavebhyo namo koti vaishnavanda ki jai Srila Prabhupada ki jai Srila Prabhupada Lilamruta ki jai Grace Gaurachandra Gopinath Prabhu ki jai. Hare Krishna. I'll end the meeting now. Tomorrow same time we'll meet. Hare Krishna. Dandavat Pranam.